So Anthropic just released Claude Design, and it seems to be a pretty amazing tool. And in this video, we're going to see how it works, what you can do with it, and just to kick it off, I'm going to show an example of an animation short that I did. So here we can see this is all animated inside of Claude Design. So with a single prompt, it just asked me some questions, and it animated the entire thing. And of course, it isn't really ready to post. I think it is pretty static still. I need to improve a little bit, but it is pretty solid for a single prompt. And these animations will take probably hours to make, and it is making within minutes, so 5 minutes to 10 minutes it is making them. So it is pretty amazing. So to start things off, Claude Design is here, and it is an AI app that enables you to create designs, animate things, to create carousels, create landing pages, things like that, design entire apps just by chatting with Claude. And it uses the newest model, so Claude Opus 4.7, and this is the game changer because it has such good vision. So it is able to generate something and then analyze it to see if it is good. If it isn't, it just regenerate, try to fix it, things like that. So the challenge right here is designers take too long to build prototypes and things like that, and for everyone else it is so hard to build things that look really good. So now it enables professional designers to build things much faster and reliably, and for everyone else enables them to just create designs that really look very good. So it is a win-win for both kind of people. So the designers still have their role and their place because they know what they're doing, they know what things should look like, and it just makes things much faster to prototype, to develop. And for everyone else who doesn't really know how to design, it just helps them a lot because you can just make things pretty without a lot of effort. So this is the solution. You can just talk to Claude, and then it's going to build a very beautiful design for you, and it can even add some tweaks, so you can essentially just change the color, change how things look. You're gonna see some examples later, but this is pretty interesting, and it's different from what we saw on Stitch from Google, and it is a little bit more polished. And of course it is powered by Claude Opus 4.7, as I said before, and this is how it works. So brand built-in, so it essentially can read your code base or read your design files, or in my example that I'm going to show, read my video and edit it. Not really see the video itself, but it can see the images, the colors, the typography, things like that, and then apply it into their design. So as you can see right here, import from anywhere, so you can just drop even a video or a code base or a PowerPoint presentation or a docx, things like that, and refine with controls. That is exactly what I've said about the tweaks, that it enables you to change the colors very fast and things like that. You don't need to prompt Claude every time to just change the colors or the spacing and things like that. And collaborate and export anywhere, so you can just export things. You can download the PDF, download PowerPoint, download HTML, or even send the project to Claude Code to continue the development. Here are 6 use cases of how people can use Claude Design. So realistic prototypes for products and apps, things like that. Wireframes and mockups. So even you can just send a sketch and then try to generate a full product. Design explorations, pitch decks and slides, marketing collateral, frontier design, so things like that. It is very useful, mainly in marketing, I believe. So here we have it, some sector insights. So for startups and founders, you can essentially create prototypes of apps or landing pages in minutes. And in product and engineering, it says right here, so product managers can essentially sketch features without the designers, so it leaves more space for product managers try to come up with ideas without the need of designers. And of course, live prototyping in meetings, things like that, it is much quicker. Marketing and brand, so even creating social media assets, ads, things like that, campaigns, it is very useful. And Claude Design is available for all Claude's paid plans, so Claude Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise. And to start things off, we can see right here that this presentation was entirely made on Claude. So it is a very solid presentation. And as you can see right here, the only prompt that I've sent was make a presentation about Claude Design for a YouTube video that I recorded. And then I've just pasted the blog post about it right here. And it just created, I didn't even need to change anything. And as you can see here, the tweaks that I was talking about earlier, we can just change the accent colors with a click. So if I want orange, blue, green, and then it's going to change for every single slide. So this is very interesting. And just to illustrate some examples right here from Claude Design itself. So this is their gallery, and we can see first thing is an animation right here. So we can also see the prompt. So it is a very simple prompt, and it created a very interesting animation. So we can see right here, the timing is pretty good. Most AI models miss on the timing, but this isn't missing. So Claude Opus 4.7 is much better than the other AI models at design and things like that. Another kind of animation is text particle effects. So we can see right here, it is animating some text right here. And the next example is very interesting. I like this one a lot because it is a calculator kit. So you can essentially just change the style of the calculator right here. So essentially change every part of the calculator, and it's completely independent from one another. And if you check this out, the calculator actually works. So we can just type this right here and it essentially works. And you can change the fonts and things like that, spacing. So it is pretty interactive, and this enables you to experiment with design much deeper than what we are used to do. And there are plenty of other examples. So even shaders, wallpapers, and organic loaders. So right here it prototypes 20 organic loaders for you to choose. So this is also pretty interesting idea. So if you want to prototype a lot of ideas and choose one, choose the best one. So yeah, and of course you can design entire workflows and apps. So right here we have the onboarding flow of an iOS app. And of course another kind of animation right here. So we can just change the colors, change even the size and everything right here. So this is another very interactive example. So yeah, let's go to our example and learn how to use it with our own use cases. So let's just start a new project right here. So from template, start a project name, animation shorts, and select animation, and then create from template. And then all we're gonna do is create the new prompt right here. So we already have animated a video. Let's write the prompt and give it the MP4. So here you have it. I've just pasted the video right here and added a prompt. Take this video and add some animations, including graphs and custom animations. It is a short style format video, so we need punchy animations and transitions between me and the animation screen. If you need any other information, just ask, and I also need you to add subtitles to the video. So let's just send it and wait for its response. I believe it's going to ask some questions, because it can't really see the video itself. So we probably need, yeah, as you can see right here, we need to send it what the video is saying. So for that, we're going to use AI Studio and just drop the video there and ask it for the subtitles, ask it for the time and what am I saying in the video. So here we are at Google AI Studio, and I've just dropped the same video right here. And then I'm asking the timestamps for everything that I'm saying in the video, and it needs to be very detailed. And let's just wait it out, and we're going to paste this into Claude Design. So here we have it. And then we're going to paste it here. And language for subtitles, English, what graphs or data I want to show. So I don't really have any data, so I'm just asking for some animated graphs showing what I'm talking about and visual styles for the animation. And let's just decide for me, and what kind of transition, decide for me. Any brand colors, not really. You can just let it decide for me. And anything else? Let's just say Instagram Reels, I guess. I don't really know if it's going to do anything beyond we expect. So let's continue and then wait it to generate the video itself. So it just generated the animations right here, and this is pretty solid. And what I think is that it is still missing some timings and things like that. So you can see that it is pretty static right here. It is just changing the subtitles, and of course it is waiting for me to speak, and maybe it has some things that I need to adjust, but this is pretty solid. Animations like this takes a lot of time to do, so and this is pretty much amazing. If you just do this with a single prompt, you can just ask it to change some things and have the entire video ready in a few minutes without needing to spend a lot of time animating or contracting some animator or video editor for this kind of stuff. So yeah, Claude Design is a pretty amazing tool, and one of the biggest things I see is that it has a separate limit from Claude Code. So if you are already using Claude Code, you don't have any reason to not use Claude Design because it has a separate limit. And so you can just play around with it and try to optimize things to not just generate videos, to create carousels, to create landing page, to create ads, things like that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I see you guys in the next video.